Miss Sugarnicks, snuggle up. The clock just struck the Wyrding hour.
Just like taxes and death, today's story gets everywhere. MOONSAND. The astral middle management of the cosmic soul-milking farm is out there, sucking up your nitsats. That humming, that holy spark inside you. Every mental breakdown, every panic attack, every little scream into the void, another warm squirt into their bucket. And you, my sweet doomed schmoogles, you're the prized dairy cow getting recycled till the nipples fall off. In tonight's story, a lad called Manny just found the cheat code to slip the watchdogs of the farm. So pour yourself some fairy milk because shortcuts always come at a special cost. No refunds on your sanity.
The ragged man's heart outran his frantically pedaling legs, towing the rest of him down an endless moonlit corridor. The door at the far end looked unthinkably distant and shrinking. Behind him, the poaching darkness dissolved the world into Mercurian quicksilver gravel, spinning and chasing faster than his heart could beat. Its howling boasted it would swallow him, the night, taxes, and even death itself. Yet, it wasn't the world eater that finally jolted him awake. It was the thunder of two heartbeats pounding as one, his own, and the runner's, that dragged him gasping to the edge of the blood-sweating nightmare. This wasn't the first time the corridor had come for him, but never had it pressed so close. A thing vast, infinitely old and patient, settling on his ribs like a dead living weight, pinning him so the heart couldn't run. With a desperate, quit shove from his second heart, he broke free. He sat bolt upright in bed, chest heaving. The crushing pressure still lingered on his ribs. He didn't need his second heart, that quiet voice from the slumbering, to tell him the door now bulging and pounding on the bedroom floor shouldn't be there. The door sprang open with a graveyard growl. The ragged man from the dream hung by the dirt of his jagged nails from its threshold. Before the mad howling could drag him back, he hurled the sandy pouch toward Manny. With his last sane breath, he fixed Manny with hazel, red eyes and rust. Catch, you fool. Don't let that moth feeder get it. Run. The howling wind swallowed his curses. Books, lamps, everything spiraled toward the open door like debris into a turbine. Against the world, eating current, a shadow crept forward, immune to the surge. It slithered through the doorway as though it owned it, then repelled from the ceiling like a colony of obsidian spiders. From its shifting fabric trickled thin streams of silvery grain, gliding downward in slow, deliberate grace, only to build up to a towering blackness, staring down at the boy with a missing eye. The weight of the pouch in Manny's hand gave him gravity, just enough impossible gravity, anchoring him against the torrent. Outside the window hung a perfect silver disc, suspended in midair, turning slowly like a coin flipped by an idol god. Snap, he woke up. This time for real. Manny came up gasping, snapping at the air as if it might vanish. For the first time he truly knew the difference between waking and dreaming, a secret not even his second heart had dared to tell him, if it knew it at all. He walked through his day staring at a world gone thin as snotty tissue paper. Colors were muted, washed out, like old film left too long in the sun. Voices of friends and family came through thin and crackly, like a distant radio call from another room. Life itself felt like a faint echo, leaking in from somewhere far more real. Except the sandy pouch clenched in his fist, and the second heart, speaking volumes without a word, even outside the slumbering now. Every time Manny weighed the pouch in his pocket, he could almost hear the cracks in the glass of the world widening. Evening arrived like a held breath. The pouch had burned against his thigh all day. In the dim room where everything still looked painted on glass, Manny sat on the edge of the bed and opened it. The sand sighed out first, vanishing before it could touch the air. Inside lay a tiny roll of paper, brittle as a merely dead leaf. Manny unrolled it with fingers that no longer felt quite his own. The writing crawled across the scrap in a hand dragged from a broken wrist. Draw this with chalk mixed with the sand from the pouch on the floor wherever you sleep. Don't be careless, ever. P. Sprinkle a fingertip of moonsand into your ear. Thank me later. Below the words lay the symbol, a perfect circle pierced by a jagged corridor. At its heart sat a small crooked door, broken open by a black star in the shape of a double-edged keyhole. The lines seemed to wiggle as he stared. His second heart gave a single, deliberate thud. Not panic, but warning. He reached for the chalk he didn't remember owning. It smelled faintly of old schoolrooms and forgotten lessons. On his knees, he began to draw. The circle came first. Then the jagged corridor slicing through it. Then the black star keyhole. Just lines in white, he told himself. Yet each stroke felt colder than the last, as though the chalk were freezing moonlight straight onto the floorboards, realer than any door he had ever walked through in waking life. Manny pinched a fingertip of moonsand, cool, dry, heavier than it should be, as if each grain was a world in itself, and sprinkled it into his ear. His eyes floated backward. His head landed softly on the pillow. The thin world folded away with a hushed, distant sigh, and everything was all right.
Yeah, sure. Everything's gonna be bloody all right.